The River Mease is a good example of a lowland meandering river. It flows for 21 kilometres, rising in Leicestershire, passing through South Derbyshire and Staffordshire, and flows into the River Trent at Croxall. It's a river not many people know about, and yet there is a story to tell and restoration successes to celebrate.
I'm Ruth Needham. I'm Head of Landscape and Partnership at Trent Rivers Trust. I've been working on the River Mease for the last 13 years. I've seen a lot of changes happen over that time. It's a river that's suffered from a lot of nutrients, a lot of habitat modification and pollution.
The real success for our restoration work in the Mease is that it demonstrates what can be done in a landscape where the priority is farming, and that it takes time and attention to detail to find the right places for nature, water and wildlife. We have restored 16.5 kilometres of river and tributaries and introduced well over 250 interventions.
We have a dedicated team of volunteers who has cleared over 12 kilometres of Himalayan balsam along the riverbank.
None of this would have happened without the trust and support from landowners here in the Mease catchment.
So my name is Jo Fox and I'm a farmer at Clodden Farm here in Leicestershire. We farm 320 acres and then we've diversified into an ice cream business as well. So what we have done, it had 2 ditches either side of this strip of land, and with the Trent River Trust we've diverted the water to go into the middle of the field from both ditches, find its own natural water course and slow down the water, which will help with that water movement but also reduce the amount of nutrients in there by the plants absorbing the nutrients like phosphate, and also help build that wildlife profile. The scheme has been great. I think naturally there are concerns when you go into something new. We were a bit worried about the level of drainage, but actually this has really complemented the existing drains to take that water off and slow it down in a manner that's very controlled.
The Environment Agency has been a major funder of many of the projects. As well as being a key partner, they operate as a regulator and provide valuable advice.
Partnership's critical to a project of this complexity. We wouldn't be able to deliver this with just Trent Rivers Trust and EA alone. We've had to draw on the expertise and support of a wide range of other organisations. And we're going to take the learnings from that work and use those to develop a new innovative restoration plan that'll help form the direction of travel for the next 10 to 15 years.
At the confluence of the Mease and the Gilwhisker Brook, we have restored 2.5 hectares of formerly marginal farmland into a new wetland habitat, trapping sediments and phosphates to improve water quality, and it can also store water in times of flood. The confluence is just one of the areas we've enhanced. From a wildlife point of view, there are a few things that make this river stand out, such as the rare spined loach, bullhead, and the beautiful water crowfoot. All our schemes have been carefully designed in consultation with the landowner, using a list of possible options, such as reshaping of the bank, introducing gravel or woody material, and buffer strips. Our monitoring tells us that the river is improving after the restoration works. We have been seeing more diverse freshwater invertebrate communities at several of our sites. These animals are very sensitive to poor habitat and pollution, so are a good indicator of river health. We have spent a lot of time talking to different communities. Farmers are key.
The River Mease bounds our land and it's been designated a SSSI and an SAC. We've done some river restoration projects to try and prevent the flooding and maintain the habitats on the river. And we've also planted some countryside stewardship buffer strips alongside of the river, which we get paid for in schemes. Trent Rivers Trust has brought all those groups together, I think, very well. I think that it's done a really good job in getting the farmers and the EA and Natural England and all of us talking together and to get a balance of all our wants and needs out of what happens with the river.
Trent Rivers Trust have led on a vision for the River Mease, supported by our partners and our funders. Combining all the positive work on the ground contributes to landscape scale change within a water catchment area and provides wider benefits for public good.